And welcome to this morning's edition of Biker Angle 7/4/2008. Sturgis is popping, man. If you didn't see it, go on Insane Throttle Biker News' Facebook page. Good Time Charlie was out there rocking the Buffalo chip yesterday. Beautiful stuff. Awesome songs there, Charlie, man. Good luck. Have some fun. Be safe out there. This morning, we're actually going to get into an article that Dave Walter, a buddy of mine, and he also does a couple articles for Insane Throttle, did on the Jackpine Gypsies and how the Sturgis rally was started and all that good stuff. But before I begin, I wanted to address some stupid shit out there, and that was concerning our other channel. A lot of people out there, well, not a lot of people, one fucking guy going out there claiming that it was taken down because videos we had on there, we didn't seek permission from the dipshit. And you know what? If you believe that, you're a fucking idiot. You know, those videos were being played on Insane Throttle Facebook page during live sessions. And if that was the case, why was the dude commenting on it? You know, I ain't gonna say the dude's name. He don't deserve his fucking name put out there. But, yeah. So, what really happened was a bunch of idiots out there got with the bots and, you know, took the websites down. And that's plain and simple is what it is. We got a new channel up there right now. And if people want to go and believe that kind of shit, I'd actually go look at the community standards for channels where you have to get so many strikes before stuff happens. Then there's the appeals process, all that good stuff. Basically, we were told we were being violent and threatening and all that bullshit. So that's the excuse they gave. So we started a new one up. So, also, next Friday on the 10th, we have the Outlaws Motorcycle Club, an exclusive where they're going to give a rebuttal to some of the stuff that's being said out there. And let me tell you, the truth will set you free. And a lot of shit's going to come out on this. So, stay tuned, man. It's going to be a wild ride on that one. But if you like to help out the channel by dropping $1 or $2, because we don't charge for our content, never will, never have. You can go to our PayPal. I'll put the link in the comments section or the description box, my fault. And we really appreciate it. And I really appreciate those that have donated to us so far. We've had 50, hundreds, 25s, dollars. Everything is appreciated. You guys rock. And most importantly, you guys really rock getting involved in the conversation. There's been some cool conversation out there, and it's great for the biker community to get everybody involved. It gives us different type of subjects that we might be able to cover, and if you do have subjects you'd like to see me cover, let me know, and I'll try to get that together. Today at 1 o'clock, Motorcycle Madhouse has a new episode coming out. It was the episode that was supposed to come out last week, but I don't know what the hell happened to the Spreaker system. It chopped it all up, so I got it reformatted, all that good stuff. That's going to come out, and it's a good episode where a lot of conversation and talking points were put out there, and you know what? A lot of good opinions, let's just say that. So, let's get into David's article here. And, you know, like I said about David, he's a real cool guy, and he knows his motorcyclist history. The motorcyclism, as Good Time Charlie would say. But let's hit Dave's article. So, since tomorrow, which would be today, kicks off the start of the awesome events in Sturgis, I wanted to take a minute to... Wait, did he just say Sturgis? Oh man, let's blow up the post with shit about affliction shirts, $27 beers, or whatever. Chicks with saggy painted tits on Main Street and 48-inch bagger tires, or whatever the fuck. Okay, let's get that out of the way for now. Good. We're done with that. Now, let's talk about the awesome racing that is about to take place over the next 3 or 4 days and some of the history of guys like the Jackpine Gypsies MC, the guys that started the rally and included famous members like Pappy Hole himself. If only walk up and down Main Street and venture a little else besides the bars, then I can understand your poor attitude. If you spend $300 a night in a hotel versus just camping to save you some dough, then I get your poor attitude. Unless you can afford it, in which case I can trash on the floor. Way to go, Dave. You're missing out on some great history of motorcycles, racing, racers, and you're missing some of the best short track, TT, hill climbs, dirt tracks, hooligan races of the entire racing season. Pros, celebs, amateurs all show up and race. Rusty Butcher has a tracker cross race. Black Hills Speedway has the hooligan events. And as I mentioned, the Jackpine Gypsies put on their events. The Jackpine Gypsies MC was founded in 1936 with 7 original members. Jackpine comes from the nickname of the ponderosa trees that they loved racing amongst. They started putting on gypsy tours in the Black Hills in 1938. Can you imagine what it was in 1938, man? Oh, man, it must have been beautiful back then. It's beautiful out there now, but damn, back then, wilderness, man, wilderness. The most famous founder of the club is, of course, J.C. Pappy Hole, who owned an Indian dealership in Sturgis. The first rally was held in the field behind his Indian shop, where he allowed riders to camp for free to save money for race entry fees. The wife of the club members would take and bake and cook all the food for all the riders well into the early 40s. Fun fact, in the 1970s and very early 80s, city officials, not AMA, in Sturgis suggested to Pappy and the rest of the Jackpine Gypsies that the rally no longer be held or that 1%er clubs not be able to attend the rally. The Gypsies and Pappy refused that ideal. They argued 1% came to Sturgis to have fun and relax just like everyone else. The rowdy behavior was no more lewd or illegal, their words, than anybody else attending the rally. By the end of the 80s, the rally had become too large for the Jackpine Gypsies MC to continue hosting. It was turned over to the city and commercial groups. Perhaps this tracks the rise in commercialism and price gouging. Certainly, an argument could be made for that through the 90s and into today. I like down and dirty small-time events as much as the next. The kind of runs where you bring in your case of beer, camp in the dirt, and nobody charges $35 for a shirt. Well, the clubs probably still will. For me, though, bigger events aren't ruined. Not everybody has to agree with me. That's the beauty in anything. But if you're looking for some racing action, historical tie-ins, and you don't mind an out-of-the-way campground on the cheap, you still can have a couple of days of fun, and you won't see too many affliction shirts, 58-inch wheels, and smell Axe body spray at the hooligans races. That's some funny shit, Dave. Funny shit. Also on Sturgis, this comes from KOTA. And by the way, you can see some of Dave's articles, again, on Insane Throttle Biker News, HarleyLiberty.com. That is our main site. The social media sites are, the side stuff that we do. But our main site, where all the news and all the stuff that comes out of Insane Throttle, is at HarleyLiberty.com. So don't forget to go over there, check it out. Every day, something comes out on the site. So it's always fresh, updated, all that good jive. But let's talk about this KOTA TV article. At 19, Neil Hultman joined the famous Jackpine Gypsies Motorcycle Club. He rode his Indian Chief bike everywhere, leading tours through the Black Hills and promoting the Sturgis Hill Climb and half-mile race events that would one day become cornerstones to the rally we know today. Quote, Much bigger than anything I've ever thought about. I didn't realize it. It would come to this. I really appreciate it. It's a fun thing that I'll never forget, says Neil Hultman, the honoree. The city of Sturgis wants to make sure no one forgets Holtman and part he played in creating the rally we know today. Of course they don't want anybody to forget him, man. It's millions of dollars that city gets now. Other than Sturgis rally once a year, it's a freaking ghost town. Anyway, quote, every year I try to honor Neil just by what he does and has done. Just by being a part of Sturgis over the years, let alone the Sturgis Motorcycle Rally. This is a special to give me... What the hell, baby? This news article's messed up. Okay, let me rephrase the article for him. This is special to give him the day and bring these people together, says Mark, the mayor of Sturgis. Holtman still has a passion for motorcycles and the Black Hills Rise. Quote, bikers are more human beings and they enjoy life outside, and you won't find a better place to ride a motorcycle than in the Black Hills of South Dakota, says Holtman. Hey, KOTV, you need to proofread your fucking shit, man. That was hard to read. Anyway, lastly but least, and this is a cool one. You know, I usually have to read all the bads that's going in the motorcycle scene, but I love doing the good stuff. And this is the good shit. Out of Stockton, there are more than 300 homeless veterans in San Joaquin counties, according to the Army National Guard. Dignity's Alcove in Stockton helps at least 42 of those veterans a day, and Friday over their boots, uniforms, and camouflage, men and women with the Army National Guard and the Combat Vets Motorcycle Association help paint and clean Dignity's Alcove building. Way to freaking go, guys. I love the Combat Vets. Quote, if you served our country, you shouldn't be forgotten. God fucking bless right there. And you should be able to afford every opportunity necessary to get you back on your feet, said Sergeant Ryan Casperson with the Army National Guard. Julia Morales, Executive Director of Dignity's Alcove, says her organization helps house dozens of homeless veterans at a time. So guys, go over there and check out Dignity Alcove on the internet, see if you'd help out. Sounds like a great organization for homeless veterans. Quote, it's home for them for at least 18 months, so our goal is to get them back on their feet and in their own place, said Morales. It's a place Navy veteran Clemeth Johnson has called home for the past 16 months. He says it has helped him mentor young people. Quote, they need guidance, and if they could see someone that's been through it, maybe they will have a chance to not go through it and become a lot more successful, Johnson said. Johnson says his life hasn't always been so charmed. Before he was staying at Dignity's Alcove, he was behind bars, serving time for identity theft. Johnson served aboard the USS Joliet with the U.S. Navy during the Gulf War. When he was discharged, Johnson says he struggled with PTSD and abused drugs and alcohol to cope. Quote, you end up getting involved in some wrong things, and I think it had a lot to do with going to war, stated Johnson. He says it wasn't until he turned 51 years old, while sitting in the jail cell, he realized he needed to turn his life around. Quote, it woke me up, Johnson expressed. The work here isn't just about renovation. Volunteers say this is a way to show veterans that there are people that still care. It's all about helping the vets, getting them off the street, and getting back into society, said Larry Mad Dog Bell with the Combat Vets Motorcycle Association. Organizers say they always are looking for donations and volunteers, and if you'd like to help, contact Dignity's Alcove at, again, 209-465-4066. So, if you guys can help donate, that sounds like an awesome organization, and hats off, beers up to the Combat Vets Motorcycle Association for helping this good cause. You know, it makes you wonder a lot, especially nowadays political environment. You got the left, far left, Democrats, what have you, out there setting up sanctuary cities and crying about our immigration policies, how we are being too brutal on illegal immigrants. First off, it's illegal immigrants, you fucking ass nines. They're illegal. They broke the law just by popping over the border, you leftist idiots. Come on, really. Anyway, you're more involved with them people than you are your own freaking citizens of your country. Ones who fought for this country. Give me a break. And if you want to actually see what leftist policies look like, go over to San Francisco, Nancy Pelosi's home turf. Look at Skid Row. Yeah, you gotta love them Democratic policies. Anyway, that's today's show. Leave your comments in the comment section. And you guys stay safe. And don't forget, Motorcycle Madhouse comes out today at 1 o'clock Central Standard Time. And get involved in that conversation. Share the channel. Like it. Tell your friends about it. You know, slowly but surely we're getting back up to where we used to be with the channel. And hopefully you're liking all the content and stuff like that. So with that, I'm out of here. Enjoy your day, guys. Be safe.